Thank you guys, man. Thanks for having us today.
What's your favorite part about being in the band together?
Favorite part about being the band? I think the part where they sign the check.
Yeah.
I was gonna say paying the bills.
No, I mean really, doing a job that you love is it's what life should be about. Is everything that you put your everything toward should be something that you enjoy doing. I think it's you're punishing. You're punishing yourself if you're working at a job you don't like. And the best part about what we do is it's our job, and it's what we do for money, and it's what we do for.
It's the only thing we know.
People ask me that all the time. They say, what are you gonna do when you get out of the band? I say, I have no clue, because that's the only thing I know how to do. I know how to be in a band. I know how to, drink beers and stay in school.
You know your sweet spot.
So you don't imagine yourself in a cubicle ever?
Absolutely not.
Right. So how many years is it now?
For Scott and I, we've been together playing music since we were 16 years old, which was about 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our band's old enough to drink right now.
Yeah, the Supervillians have pretty much been a band for about 20 years at this point.
I think it's 21 because, the band can drink now.
Yeah, and we've known each other since we were about 5 years old.
If the band was our baby's a drunken legal little bastard.
That stayed in school.
That stayed in school.
Yes.
What's the trick to, I guess, you guys you've known each other your whole lives. You've been the band. What's the trick to, remaining on the same team and keep moving forward?
I live in Orlando and he lives in Kissimmee. Yes. Absolutely. And stay far apart.
What's been your favorite part about doing this the past couple decades? Like one of those moments where you're sitting there on stage somewhere, or maybe you're talking to artists that you looked up to. What's kind of in that moment?
I think sometimes you're just like in some town somewhere and there's like people singing your songs and you're like thousands of miles away from home. You're like, hell did I get here?
Yeah.
That I think
I think that's pretty.
For me, it's like meeting all the bands we grew up with, watching and playing with them and being their friends and having them call me on my phone. Hey, see you this week at the show.
Yeah, you still kind of.
A lot of it, absolutely, like Les and Jake, and we hear from Les and Jake guys all the time, and every time I do still, I'm like, oh man, wait a minute.
You don't have to call me sir, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Pepper and Slightly Stupid and these bands, we've always looked up to them, and to be there, to be on the same, wavelength as people like that's awesome to me. And like he says, when you're in like the Tri-Cities in Washington State, a place you never heard of before, and people are singing your tunes and wearing your shirts.
Just recently down in St. Thomas, you're like, it's like Orlando to us. We go down there, after a while, you just see everybody and it's just like, man, we've been doing this for like 20 years.
Yeah.
Coming down here, you just get those relationships with people all over the planet, and
it's like having a family all over.
For sure.
Yeah, we've probably spent 6 months of our time in the past 20 years in St. Thomas in the Caribbean.
More than that.
We got paid to fly down there, and play music to people and talk to people and learn about different things. And seeing the whole country has been great too. Every single major city we've been to 20 times, 25 times. At least. So.
For me, I really grapple onto like the guys. Like, there's something to where you stay in town, and when we're on tour, it's like there's something to playing the same set of music even every night. Like you really get on, like Dom said, a wavelength, and we all get on a special wavelength together, and that's kind of a cool thing.
Josh has been with us for about over a year now, and the first thing I told him, I was like, if you're gonna get in this band, the first thing you have to understand is like music is last to us. We're more of like a gang. I'm like, so we gotta beat you in. Like you say, we'll go out on tour. We'll be out on tour for like 2 months, smelling each other's farts right in front of your face every day. You get home for a day, you're like, all right, what are we doing, guys?
Yeah.
Sounds like smelling your farts.
How did you have to fill out an application to get the band? How'd that come about?
Well, yeah, I came down through corporate and you sent it to the right channels.
Indeed.com.
All kinds of higher corporate structure, No.
I don't remember how that even happened at this point.
No, we actually didn't even have. We had horn players for like 15 years, and then those guys, like I said, we're a bang. We're like a gang. So when those guys
we're
left,
like a bang.
So that's how you get in something.
That's how you got in. The hard way.
It just we didn't have any horn players, and it wasn't even like us replacing a spot. It was like, well, our buddies aren't here. Well, I saw Josh play one time with another band. I was like, what are you doing? And I was like, you need to come over play with us.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it happened.
Yeah,
I was with
he's
another
like,
band,
okay. I'm like,
saw
next
Scar
show.
backstage, and
Yeah.
he's like, come to rehearsal, and then I came to rehearsal, and it gelled.
How's your
Worked
old
out.
band feel about all this?
Oh, it's fine, yeah.
Who was it? Was it Beebs?
It was Beebs.
Beebs and the
Money
Moneymakers. Yeah, some good friends of ours from around
I still play with them too, so
Yeah.
it works out most of the
He's
time.
on loan.
Yeah,
Now-
we lend them out.
Yeah. Now, you guys get to go to the Caribbean. You get to go all over the world. So you are traveling. So you get. It is kind of vacation. You guys have a lot of fun together. But you are working. What do you like to do to kind of step back away and kind of relax?
Fish.
Yeah, we all fish a lot.
Fish.
Josh.
You know, like we were saying, I was telling
It's
Keith
not
today.
fun for the fish.
We just got ourselves a brand new bus for our tours and stuff, and what we do is we gut them and then we repurpose all the inside. So spending some time alone on the road is very nice. So to relax a little bit, we all kind of go to our own corners and dug out for a little while and do our own thing because we have enough space in the bus to actually do that, which is cool. So when we're on the road we all do our little things. I think
Yeah.
Josh goes around and searches out. What do you search out temples? Is that
Yeah,
what you do?
I'm a Zen
Searches out
Buddhist,
memes.
so I find temples and sit, and usually
Yeah.
do a lot of meditation on tour, so that's kind of
Nice.
If you hang out with
finding
guys
your own
like us,
corners,
you're
yeah.
gonna need
A
a
lot of
sense.
meditation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Woosah.
Meditating right now.
I do kind of the same thing. It's like I just look for Starbucks though,
Yeah.
That's Dom Zen Center, is
Yeah.
the Starbucks.
and wherever there's gambling because I'm a big fan of gambling.
What's the most you won?
One.
What's the most you lost?
Is that what you're supposed to do? Because our tour manager Andrew is not here today, but yeah, we left one tour leaving
I
out.
don't think he's been paid on tour in 3 tours yet.
We were
He
leaving
just
out.
pays
We
back
stopped
what
in
he owes.
Mississippi, and yeah, he lost his whole tour worth of pay
Yeah.
in one night in
Yeah,
the casino in Biloxi.
That's where I used to live.
Oh man, that's what we stopped through every single trip.
It's gonna be Dom's
It's my
birthday.
birthday
the
in
day before
Biloxi.
Houston.
Yeah,
I think I ran into you there.
Yeah.
What was the first vehicle you toured in? Because now you get to gut buses. What
Right.
was the first vehicle you ran?
I was just talking to a band about this the other day. A van, a van was our first vehicle, and I feel like it's super key for a band that's first starting out to have something like that to
Really get to know somebody.
Well, you really get to know
Elvis
somebody, and
Bells.
it's just you know what it's like at the bottom. You got to learn how to be humble a little
My,
bit.
my buddy came and picked me up one time from Dom's house. We all got off tour. We've been in a little tiny van the whole time, so we don't smell us. And my buddies, me and my other friend got, somebody else that was on the crew us got in my buddy's car. And he's like, you guys, he just rolls the window down. I'm like, what? He's like, you guys stink so bad. I'm like, I don't smell it. That's just my.
Not you. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Dom, he's got
Every
baby
time
wipes.
that's the beauty of the bus. There's a shower in the bus that
Yeah.
for some reason he has not found yet.
It's called a dry run.
It's
You
large
leave and
enough.
You don't come.
Yeah.
You leave and you come back without
It's
showering.
large enough to where he doesn't know where the
It's
shower
just like
is.
home.
Yeah.
At what time tonight will he reach his smelliness?
Dude, no. You don't understand.
That means it's got to go away at some point.
You don't understand. He's probably going to take at least one shower before we leave in 4 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh man.
And we have 2 shows in between.
I don't see why that's weird.
I'm the first
I go in
one.
the creek,
I'm the
like
first one. I get off the stage and I run
I go in
straight
the
to the
ocean.
shower, and he's like, "All right, dude, it's cool."
I don't mind if I get my balls wet. It's all right.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Well, you smell all right now. And that's
Thank
kind of
you.
weird for me
You're
to
not
say.
sitting over here, but
You smell all right now. What do you have for when it comes to people who are looking to get into the music industry? Do you have any advice for up and comers or people who are in it right now, but in the early stages?
in the early stages, really just take
Have a big catalog you can rest back on.
just take any opportunity you can. It's just like if you don't have a job, you find a job and you do your best as possible. You know what I mean? Like take every opportunity, every advantage. Someone's like, do this crappy gig, you take it and you rule it. And then that person who gave you that gig is always going to think about you, and always be good to people when you run into them. Some of the best relationships we've had starting out with, we still have. Like with the Beecham guys, for a great example.
When you go into a club, shake everybody's hand, get to know the guy you're
Be
working
nice.
with that night,
Be
because
nice, be
they're in it.
respectful.
They got to deal with it like you do. So it's like we're all in it together.
I mean, the cast from the Beecham we've been working with for over 10 years. And we're
Longer than
continuously, we're continuously working with them.
Back when they were Sapphire back in the day.
Yep, a lot of sponsors we've had for a good 10 years. A lot of different companies across the country that we've been working with. We're still friends with, and that's super key. Just relationships are huge. Hard work is everything. No one's ever going to give you anything. ever, you know, in this business, and you just gotta work hard, you know, just like anything else in life. Work hard, you get there, you know.
Any questions?
We covered it all.
I think so.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you guys very much.
Coming for the music and everything.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
there you go.